talking to her a little bit.
Finally on the summer podcast.
Yeah.
Wait.
It's been what, about 3 weeks in the making?
I'm talking about since y'all started.
Oh, in the
Yeah, I'm talking about since y'all started.
Yeah. Y'all ready?
Boys over here talking.
Yep.
Yo,
Hey, listen.
no. I got to say this first, yo. Listen,
Wait a minute.
Mo Elrod has been waiting for years for this episode right here.
10 to be exact.
And it happens to be number 75.
Number 75.
Yes.
Episode 75?
Episode 75. That's what this is. Mo Elrod has been waiting, y'all. And I'm gonna let him drop it from there. But
usually, you know, Lo always open up the podcast, man. But I'm actually kind of nervous right now. I don't even know. I'm never nervous.
So weak.
I'm kind of nervous right now.
Why you nervous?
Well, no, because this is a real like sentimental moment. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. And you know, before we get started, Lo or BJ, somebody might shed a tear before we done. I'm just saying. I got tissues in my bag.
That is all love in the room.
Well, I cut for him like that, so if it was to happen.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? And for me personally, you know, BJ Holmes was a part of my first project. You know what I'm saying? When I came to Houston or whatever. So the High School Hopefuls Hooping in Houston documentary. He's one of the first guys I was able to kind of interact with. And like I said, man, it's been 10 years. That's crazy how time go by.
So fast. Feel like we was just in, you know what I'm saying, just at the U of H arena losing to South Springs the first game. That's, you know what I'm saying?
So
man, my body don't feel that way though.
Yeah. So we got BJ Holmes, man, A-Leaf Hastings, Texas A&M. Like we got a legend in the building.
Been playing across the water.
Yeah.
He got a check playing some basketball.
Yeah.
But see, now listen for y'all. Let me break this down for you real quick. Since this is all about the summer, and when we talk about the summer, it's about summer basketball, relationships, how things go north, south, east, and west. And this is a conversation that can go on today that's going to tell you a lot of things that happen that y'all haven't heard about. You hearing it right now from somebody that's been through it themselves.
Yeah.
Okay, we hear a lot, but this is somebody that can tell you what he's been through, how things happen, how things, how people pull you in one direction or another direction, the pros and cons of it, not having any regrets, but sometimes you wish things could change, but bottom line is you still got to keep moving forward. And this is one of those type of conversations. This is one of those type of podcasts. So y'all need to sit back, relax, let you ride.
It's gonna be a good one.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So we good. Go ahead, Mo. This is your joint, right?
No, man. So I started and anybody heard the podcast before? I got the idea for doing the documentary based off of a show in Chicago called Chicago Preps, and I felt like, man, I want to stay around the game. I didn't even know how to edit. I ain't have a camera. Like I was like, I'm gonna do this thing.
Right.
By any means necessary. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it was more or less like starting something that was different, that was new, that was fresh. And I didn't even know any of the kids. You know what I'm saying? Like I got introduced to Jim Hicks through Chris Rivers. And man, the cast was incredible. You know what I'm saying? So with BJ and then DeAndre and Jordan, Jay Lucas, and then Biko Paris, like that combination of guys, and then I happened to stumble upon Jacobin Brown in Port Arthur, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like all that coming together was incredible. So BJ, man, so what's kind of what you been up to, man, past the past 10 years? What's been going on with you?
Man, I don't even know where to start.
Yeah, let's start from the beginning, man.
Sheesh. So, for the past 10 years, man. Alright, so that senior year at Hastings, it was a blur. It went so fast because of college and all the recruiting and all that went into that. So
who was looking at you at the time?
man, my last two options was either Georgetown or Texas A&M. You know, I was talking to Thompson a lot. And the deciding factor was DeAndre hit me up really and was like, "Who recruiting you?"
DeAndre who?
Jordan Clipper. You know, big fella. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
had to do it on the West Coast. So he was like, "Who recruiting you?" I said Georgetown and A&M is my last two. He was like, "Well, Georgetown ain't recruiting me, so let's go to A&M." So I was like, "You for real?" You know what I'm saying? Like, you for real? So that next day he committed, and then like 4 days after that I came. Me and Nate committed. So
Nathan Walker.
yes sir, Nathan Walker, big dog, Great White Hope.
That was a for people who don't remember, that was a real like trying time because I remember when Gillespie got the job to Kentucky, and then everybody was saying, "Well, is BJ gonna go there? You know, why is he gonna go there? He wasn't being recruited by Turgeon." You know what I'm saying? Remember that time frame? I remember you was
I
like,
definitely remember it.
Yeah.
Turge came and talked to all of us, telling us like we have a fair shot. You know, the coach speech. You know.
yeah,
And it just didn't feel right at first. You know what I'm saying? And me, DeAndre, and Nathan talked, and it was a guy from Oklahoma, a guy from Virginia that was coming too, but you know they wasn't really in our circle yet. So when Turge came and talked to us, it was just like a generic speech, you know,
like it was rehearsed.
Yeah. So after that, Cincinnati had hit me up, and for the people that don't know, Larry Davis had committed to Cincinnati. He was going to Cincinnati, and they wanted me to come on and visit and stuff. So Turge ended up shutting that down instantly. Like if you go anywhere else, you can't. You know, like you know, you're not gonna have a scholarship here. So
Even if you go visit.
Even a visit. So we ended up talking to the AD, the athletic director, and all that got worked out. But it was serious. Like I'm talking about like when people see these movies and stuff like any basketball movie, you know, like and show the stuff that go on, like people think they're exaggerating, but it's real. You know what I'm saying? Like they was coming with bags and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like for real. Like and it was a second. You know what I'm saying? Like what'd you say? How much?
Say it again.
You know what I'm saying? And everything taken care of, and then like I said, the deciding factor was really me and DeAndre going there to try to do something, you know what I'm saying, that we thought we was going to be able to do with Gillespie, but that didn't happen, you know. And then when I went in, it was like, okay, I ain't showing them no love, you know what I'm saying? I ain't giving them no love. And like another reason was Gillespie told me some things, you know what I'm saying, like to get me to go there, you know what I'm saying, about playing point, and they didn't have a point guard, Sloan was a 2, all this kind of stuff.
So breaking it down, when you committed there, who was the head coach?
Gillespie.
Billy Gillespie.
Right.
So after you committed there, Gillespie went to Kentucky.
Right.
Then Mark Turgeon came in. So now things changed a little bit.
Sure.
Right.
And it was so late though. It was maybe like
it was late,
like 3 weeks before we were supposed to go up there. You know what I'm saying? So it was really fast, and like I said, nobody in my family ever went to go play collegiate sports, you know, let alone professional. So it was all new to everybody that was around me, you know. So we going back and forth, like, what should we do? Like, should we do this, weighing out the pros and cons. And
because talk about like just because typically a player chooses the coach. They don't choose the school per se.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So you chose to go to A&M because Gillespie was there. Did you feel like he knew he was gonna be leaving? You know what I'm saying? If it happened that fast,
when you first committed.
Oh no, for sure. Like I was in Bel Air High School, like standing with him, Coach Brooks, and Chris Walker. Like standing right there, everything was so solid. You know what I'm saying? Like from every angle, it was just solid. Like, and I had just came from an elite camp where I was just cooking everybody, even the players that was there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what really made Coach G, you know, want me more. So I had no thought that he would even leave. You know? Yeah. So
especially in this one thing to leave, but to leave your freshman year. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Going into your freshman year.
So you recruited me. You've been courting me all this time. You recruited me to come to the school, and now you're gone.
Yeah, but at the same time, though, it's probably the best if it happened before you get in, because if you're already there a couple years or a year, then you get a new coach. You used to this system. You know what I'm saying? I'm going in fresh, don't know nothing
anyway. Yeah,
so I'm just gonna pick up where I'm gonna be just where everybody else at. You know what I'm saying? So I think as far as the coaching, I think Coach Turgeon was a good coach.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it was a lot different than what I was expecting.
And I could tell with that, because I remember talking to your mom, and like you said, it was all that back and forth, like, man, should BJ go here, should he go there? And I remember her saying that y'all had a family discussion, y'all prayed about it, and it was like, we gonna go to A&M.
Yeah.
And I know your freshman year, I'm sure it felt like you was in a dog fight, because this coach didn't recruit you. You know what I'm saying? So he got a whole way of thinking.
Who was the left-handed point guard, or sorry, weak left-handed point guard that you was better than, but they kept playing him anyway? Wasn't he from California?
Left-handed?
You know what I'm talking about? He wasn't very good.
Oh,
I can't remember. He came in with me?
He was right-handed or something. Yeah, your freshman year, sophomore year, what was his name? Can't remember. Who was in guards?
Donald Sloan, Dominique Kirk.
That was another one.
Derek Rowland.
Nah, wasn't none of them Dallas or Texas cats. This dude was from out of town. I think he was there at that time. He couldn't play.
Dash Harris?
Yes.
Nah, he wasn't bad.
No. So how much better was he than you then? How much better was he than you?
I'm not gonna say.
How much better was he than you?
I'm not gonna say he was better
because he played more than you. He started.
For sure.
And he had. Why was that? Because he was somebody else's guy.
Yeah.
Whose guy was he?
He was Turge's guy.
So. All right, let's talk about that. So there it is. You was better than this dude, Dash. He's from California, right? Okay. Was he a lefty?
No, he wasn't.
He was righty?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, maybe I think he was a lefty because that's how bad it was when he shot that thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I'm just gonna talk about it. That's what it is.
I hear you. Like, we had these conversations too. Like, I hear what you're saying.
Because you was better than Dash. You was from Texas, but that was Coach Turgeon, the head coach's guy. So right away, you went in with handcuffs on.
For sure.
And you went in behind the 8 ball.
First off, when I got there, he put me at the 2. I've been playing point guard my whole life. I knew I could play off the ball. I don't have a problem with it, but I played point guard my whole life, and then I go there and he moved me to the 2. You know what I'm saying?
Why? When did you figure that part out though? How long did it take you to figure out the reason why he moved you to the 2?
Maybe 3 years out of college.
Took you 3 years before you really figured out why he moved you to the 2. Okay, so 3 years out of college.
3 years out of
college, you moved it. What was your thoughts when you say, why did he move you to the 2? What'd you come up with?
I had no clue, especially that 3rd year because of what I was doing overseas back at the 1. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still to this day.
So in hindsight, you don't know why he moved you to the 2?
Well, I know because
why?
I know because he brought his guys in. You know what I'm saying? Like his guy had to play. Dash
has to play.
He bringing in Dash Harris, okay, to be his point guard. So if you got before Dash got there was me, Sloan,
League,
me, Sloan, and Kirk.
Dominique Kirk.
Yeah, Dominique Kirk. So Kirk leaves. So now it's me and Sloan. So he bring Dash in, put him at the 1. And then move me to the 2 to come off the bench after Derek Rowland.
Right.
So from my sophomore year to the rest of my time there, I played the 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, I played the 1 every now and then. You know, my junior and senior.
Not only did you play the 2, but your minutes wasn't like a point guard minutes, and that didn't reflect on how people perceived you then.
For sure, like I know for a fact that if I was to go somewhere else and get to run the show, that I would be in a different situation than I am right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know what I could do. You know what I'm saying? I know what I could do, but when when you really don't have no kind of power. Like they say, you just go out there and play. Like I understand that, but if you're not put in the position, you're not put in the best position to do what you do well, then it's you got to find another way. You know what I'm saying? So
how frustrating was that for you as a player, knowing what you can do, knowing what you're capable of doing, and being so close to home where everybody know it's different if you playing in California, nobody know you, but we all know you here. So it's like, damn, what's going on?
The first year, my freshman year, was the most frustrating year of my whole life as far as basketball.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
how's that?
Sitting on the bench, just getting. I was up to 180, like, and I ain't no 180 front. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I was 180, just going on the road, just eating pregame meal. I'm still working out and stuff, but it just not playing. You know what I'm saying? I averaged 6 minutes a game, like. Didn't really get no chance, and his excuse was,
here's who?
Well, Coach Turgeon's reason was, oh, you're not playing defense good enough. Okay, I'm not playing defense good enough. So I'm like, I'm not the fastest, I'm not the strongest, I'm not the quickest. You know what I'm saying? But I'm smart. I know how to play the game. You know what I'm saying? So the defense that I'm playing, my teammates, Dominique Kirk, like all defensive Big 12, all defensive. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I don't get that.
Right.
He telling me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because you guarding. You know that you guarding.
That's how I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching film. I'm like, I'm help side defense. I'm on the ball. Like what's up? You see one dude make a three and then you go off. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't the same reaction for everybody else. That's why we had a little communication problem going into my sophomore summer. We was in the weight room. He came at everybody. He came at me hard. And this was when I was like, you know what? I don't even care. I'm about to just do me. You know, I don't care. You know. So he was like, I bet John Roberson not doing this. Blah blah blah. Texas Tech. I bet this person not doing this at Oklahoma State. This person, you know, just name it. So I'm like, you coming at me, bro? Like, what? Why are you coming at me? You want me to leave?
Yeah, that's what I was coming. You think he coming at you, but to get at you hard, to hope that you can't take it, and you was gonna transfer?
He didn't think I was gonna do what I did in my sophomore, junior, and senior year. That's why I felt like he wanted me to get out of there. You know what I'm saying? So he won't even have to worry about playing somebody from Texas that had a name in Texas. You know what I'm saying? You ain't getting no pressure from nobody no more because he's gone.
Right.
So I mean, but at the end of the day, like I said, prayed about it, talked to my fam, like, all right, we're gonna give it this year, you know what I'm saying? And minutes went up to like from 6 to 28, you know what I'm saying? And then started a couple games here and there, like, and he knew he couldn't keep me off the floor, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Why? Because you was guarding too.
Because I was guarding, I was
producing,
I was playing the game the right way, you know what I'm saying? Like, he couldn't not play me. Yeah. He couldn't. Like, he'll tell you, like, I was like a safety blanket, and I'm my whole career I felt like I was that for all of my coaches. You know what I'm saying? Like,
safety
like if you see stuff going like this, then you know who you want to have the ball, who you want in the game, or something like that. And for my last 3 years, I felt like I was that guy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
do you think it would have been a lot different for you had he had been in your corner?
For sure. If he would have pushed me, if he would have said like, man, you could watch the film and you could just look, man. You could look at the little things that I'm doing out there. Like, I never asked for the credit. You know what I'm saying? I never got the credit. Like, I wouldn't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was gonna take care of itself. But hindsight, looking at how it worked. You got to have somebody pushing you. You know what I'm saying? You got to have somebody backing you, unless you
on the inside.
No, you got to have it
on the inside.
Yeah.
On the coaching staff,
you got to have it. It got to be somebody on the coaching staff. It got to be somebody. It could be a big name outside of basketball, but it has to be somebody with a name that's pushing you. You know what I'm saying?
With that power and influence.
Yeah, and at the same time,
so
he couldn't push. He can't push 5 people. You got to pick 3 people. You got to push hard because you start getting a lot. It start getting saturated. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like, I mean, it really is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so I had a question. So you say you need somebody to push you. your mom and dad couldn't talk to him.
No.
Why not?
That daddy mommy stuff is gone
out the window.
It's gone.
Yeah, because you got to think, you coming from high school where these coaches are getting paid to teach and coach, and then you go to college, these coaches, they getting paid millions. They're not worried about you.
Right.
They're not worried about what you got to say.
So
and it could probably hinder you.
So tell me this. Your summer coach at the time when you went there, what happened to that coach and why he couldn't help push the situation?
See, it's a whole bunch of stuff that, there's a lot of stuff that I think, but I don't know for sure, you know what I'm saying? Because when I committed and stuff, like with Coach G, it was all good. We going up there, Chris Walker, me, like, maybe a couple more players, you know what I'm saying? Just going up there. And then when G left, it wasn't none of that no more. You know what I'm saying? It was
You on your own now.
That was it. Yeah, it wasn't no more communications. It wasn't no more going up there talking to the coaches. No. It wasn't none of that.
So did coach, this is what I heard at one point in time. You helped me. Did Chris Walker call you and tell you at one point in time, BJ, don't go to AM, go to Ohio. Go to
Georgetown.
Go to Cincinnati.
Cincinnati?
No.
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 Okay.
Never.
He never tried to say, hey man, it's gonna be tough at A&M.
Never.
Okay.
Never. Not once. Even after G left.
Mm-hmm.
Never had no conversation with him. You should go or nothing like that. No.
So
do you think? Hold on. Do you think? Do you think at that moment you needed some guidance from somebody to tell you like kind of what to do, because it was a situation where you kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. You like the school, but the coach that recruited me ain't here. This new dude is here. I already don't know him like that. You know what I'm saying? Do you think you needed somebody to kind of like this? What we got to do?
I'm gonna answer that, but I want to say this first. Like going in, I didn't care where I went. Mindset.
Yeah.
And what I was doing, you know what I'm saying? I didn't care. It didn't matter. Like I knew I was gonna go put in work. I was gonna go work. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I didn't know. I wasn't worried about that. I wasn't worried about nothing. I know that I know how to play this game, and I'm gonna play at the level that I got to play at. So going to answer your question, like, yeah, definitely now. Like I definitely think like it would have been good to have somebody telling me like, well, if you do this a pro, this a con. You know what I'm saying? Like,
help guide you through.
But it wasn't it was all people that was in the same boat as me that didn't really know. Didn't never been through that process, never been in the situation. So we was all going into it blind, really.
And that's the hardest part about. That's kind of the reason why we started the summer. You know what I'm saying? Because it gives the listener a chance to hear a story like yours so that they're able to make a better decision if they're ever in that situation. You know what I'm saying? Because to your point, you know, I played D3.
Right.
So I don't even know what it's like to be recruited on a high level. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm ever into that situation with my son or anything, I wouldn't know what to do.
Right.
So I would need somebody to kind of help me kind of figure that shit out. Because if not, I'm probably going to make a lot of bad decisions.
But the thing is, though, even if I had people telling me, you know what I'm saying, the decision is mine, you know what I'm saying, like at the end of the day. So, like I said, we was talking earlier, like I think you got to go through that experience for yourself, you know what I'm saying.
But if you'd have had somebody talking to you that you consistently trusted, it would have made it a little bit easier. Even though it was your final decision, but somebody could tell you, look, this is what's going to happen, makes it easier.
Not a question.
But again, like you said, why we started the summer is for people to understand. It's a lot of people that's going through the same things now.
Right now,
that
today.
you went through.
The same thing.
The exact same
over
thing.
and over again. And
he went before.
The cycle repeats itself.
I know. Life, it's life. It's not even just basketball. That's the crazy part about it. That's what I learned after basketball. You know what I'm saying? And traveling, seeing different stuff. You know what I'm saying? But like, it's really crazy how people's journeys, they so similar, but they so different. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody gonna choose to do what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be different, but it's similar. Like I said, if y'all tell me something that y'all went through, and I come up to it, I don't remember what y'all told me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now, if I do it or not, it's a different story.
Right, right. Because your outcome still may be different.
Right.
What my outcome was.
Right.
Anytime at A&M, did you think about transferring? Because you know, Big Dre left after the first year. He said, I'm out of here.
Yeah, and I thought about it then. That's when I thought about it. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't no 6 minutes a game player. Like I wasn't being cocky or nothing like that. But like
you just knew what
on,
it was.
man, I know I could help the team. You know what I'm saying? Like, and 6 minutes ain't letting me help. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. And I'm still averaging 3 points, 2 assists. You know what I'm saying? Like,
still getting in with
like, what are you doing for real?
Did you have any allies on the staff? Was any of the assistant guys kind of in your corner? Because those guys are usually the one that got the ear.
When Gillespie was there, it was Gillespie. It was Coach Alvin Brooks, who's now at the University of Houston, and what other coach?
It was Buzz Williams.
Buzz Williams, who's now the head coach at Virginia Tech.
Yeah, it was
That's a hellified staff.
It was hold up, somebody else.
It was a fourth one.
Coach Kansas right now. Played at Illinois with Luther Hill.
Jarris Howard.
Yeah.
Jarris Howard.
So Jarris was over there too?
Yeah, Kansas now. Yeah, Jarris was there. That's right. I remember that.
That's a hellified staff.
And they had somebody else too.
So now check this out. That was with with Gillespie when they recruited you.
Yeah.
Who was on the staff of Coach Turgeon when he came in?
Scott Spinelli was the first assistant. He at Boston College right now.
Mm-hmm.
We had Pooh Williams.
Mm-hmm.
Pooh is at
Memphis, right?
I think, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You had Bill Walker. I'm not sure what he had. Coach Rome. He had Colorado.
And none of those guys, I mean, because people got to understand this, none of those, the other guys who left, those are the ones who you had a relationship with.
Right.
And those new guys came in, they didn't know B.J. Holmes.
Nah.
They
not at all.
They knew Brian.
He ain't never watched me or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? He ain't seen me kill Corey Fisher. He didn't see me kill Johnny Flynn. He ain't seen me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was Coach Brooks. It was Coach G. You know, Coach Brooks really recruited me. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, that's who knew, and G trusted him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then G started watching me and stuff like that. But Turgeon, they didn't.
Gotcha.
Like I said, he even said he didn't try to recruit me. You know?
So let's.
So he wasn't sugarcoating nothing. Then he was keeping it official.
After I got there, like I said, when he first came,
he said real. He gave generic spiel.
When he first came, he was talking to you like, we need you, like don't leave because if you go to Ohio State, I mean you go to Cincinnati, it's over
for a recruiting visit.
I didn't tell him. I hadn't told him when he first came to all of us. He was just like, hey, I'm Coach Turgeon. You gonna get a fair shot. You have any questions? Basically, that's basically what it was.
Fair shot.
You know what I'm saying.
So you thinking like, all right, cool. I'm gonna get a fair shot.
That's why I like if you gonna let everybody just play, right? Then okay, cool.
I'm gonna do my thing.
Yeah. So, but when I got there, it wasn't that.
So you saying when they recruit you, they telling you one thing, but when you get there,
nah, come on, man. If somebody tell you different, they lying to you, and they don't like you at all.
And they ain't your friends. They ain't trying to
not at all. Ain't no. It's really few friends in this. You know what I'm saying? After high school, it's crazy. It really is.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
Like, dog eat dog type stuff.
So how did things end up your senior year? How did everything finish up?
At A&M? Made a tournament for the 4th straight year. Not lucky. Only Pittsburgh could say they did that. And won a game actually. Pulled my Achilles the last game at Florida State. We played Florida State at the end of the first half. Played the rest of the game. I was out about 2 weeks, swelling, all that, and then after the season, got right on it. Went through selecting an agent, all that stuff, and then got out of here real quick.
Where'd you end up playing first?
I played in Poland. They had a pretty good league. They had Danny Green was over there. It was a lockout year. Danny Green was over there. Gani Loire, Georgia Tech guy.
Mm-hmm.
Even though that Phoenix Suns guy.
So let me ask you this in hindsight. Do you believe, and it's no way to change it, but obviously you know feelings and things. Do you believe if Gillespie would have stayed there, your path would have been different?
Man, I think I'd have been 2 and out. Tell you the truth. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
2 and out.
Yeah.
Transfer?
Nah, gone.
Gone where?
To the league.
Because of what? Why?
Because I was gonna get the time and put in the positions to showcase what I could do. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And especially now, I'm seeing all these guys shorter than me. Like
Mm-hmm.
everybody told me my whole life, you too small. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't never stopped me. You know what I'm saying? And I know for a fact, like if you stay somewhere for a year and you playing with a team for a year, you eventually gonna be able to either play at that level or you're gonna be able to get by. You know what I'm saying? Just from being around. Like, and I know that my skill level and everything else about the game was ready for the NBA. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what I'm talking about coming out of high school. Like, not saying I could go from high school. I'm talking about my skill set and all that. You know what I'm saying? And to see just some of the guys in my 2007 class that I didn't did some stuff to. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they'd be the first to tell you too. You know what I'm saying? Like my whole, I got some bodies. You know what I'm saying? And people, like I said, people just. They got who they want, you know?
Yeah.
They got who they want.
So you did Poland. How many years you played in Poland?
I played in Poland for a season, and then after that I went to Finland, played there for a season, and then I played 3 seasons in England, and I've been out the last 2 seasons. Thinking about getting back into it, I don't know yet.
Yeah.
You got a family now.
Yeah, I do.
Got a family.
Yeah.
Married.
Yeah, but
kids.
But the thing is, you know it. It's just in you till it's out you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know it. Like, and I heard you say it plenty of times. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could stop all you want, but you ain't really stopped. You know, like it's just something inside. Like,
once basketball get in your blood, it's with you.
It's like a love. Not a passion. Like, it's a love, man. It's just a love about basketball.
Yeah, it's like
you can be sitting down quiet, just chilling. Old man sitting back chilling, watching TV.
Yeah.
You tell everybody, quiet down.
Yeah.
You all of a sudden, bounce that ball, hit that ball, boom, hey, you turn, look, who was that? What is that? Oh, because it just, he was just a shock. Hey, who was that?
You got to put it through your legs like this, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be like, man, I'm too old,
you catch me in the aisle in Kroger. I'm over here getting my moves in. You know what I'm saying? Shadow shooting. So it's a part of who you are. Now let's kind of rewind and go all the way to the beginning.
Yeah, this is what we really here for.
Let's go all the way to the beginning.
Yeah.
When you first started hooping.
Man, I first started hooping when I was about 4 years old, man. But really started playing when I was probably in 7th grade. No. 9th grade, really, when I really started playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, just basketball. I was playing football and stuff.
Right.
Mm-hmm. But, like, I started playing, like, Sprite League and stuff like that. But at, like, 3rd or 4th grade, when I really started playing basketball, AAU, Summer League, traveling and stuff like that.
How did y'all meet each other?
Us?
Yeah.
Man,
You wanna tell it?
you remember?
What you mean, do I remember?
Hey,
Go ahead. Let me see if you remember what I remember.
This is when the tissue get ready to get put in my pocket.
Go ahead.
Man, we had a tournament, man. I'm playing with a team called either the Houston Elite or it was And1. It was one of them.
Yeah.
So we got done playing. I'm outside. You know what I'm saying? Shooting on the goal.
Probably 4th grade or something.
Yeah, I was shooting on the
Playing
goal.
around.
Yeah, just playing around. But looking good though. Looking good. Chubby, you know what I'm saying? I'm chubby, but I'm getting it. Khalid Alameen type, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm getting it. Then Low walk up, man. I ain't know who Low was, but he came up there with his short song, you know what I'm saying? Bald head, had his shirt.
He had the body for a long
he had
time,
a Chief shirt on. He might have had a Chief shirt on or a white shirt or something, man. And he said, "You don't know what you're doing with that." And I said, I think I said something like, I probably laughed or something, something like that. So then I tried to do a move, try to shoot it. He blocked it. You know what I'm saying? So, and you know his hand. Look at his finger. Show me your finger. See his finger? Yeah. That's the finger I remember seeing. You know what I'm saying? And he was real animated. Like, get that shit out of there. Get that shit out of there. So I was like, man. Yeah. So we did a couple more. And I guess Lowe was like, maybe he could be something, but he wasn't really, like trying to get me on the team. He was just really messing with the kid that was out there playing. Yeah. So after that, maybe a month and a half later, somebody told me. Who told me? I'm trying to remember who told me. Somebody told me. I think it was Trey Carmouche. I think. That somebody was having trials or something at Paul Revere. You know what I'm saying? Houston Chiefs. I didn't know,
And back then, like, are you on the scene today with all this AAU stuff? There's about 1 million teams now.
A little bit.
My point is, back then you probably had about 5 teams.
It was a little more than 5. You know what I'm saying? But it was only 2 good ones. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
So it was
2 dominating teams.
Infancy stages at that point.
2 dominating teams.
Yeah. That's it. And then the rest was just trying to get by. That's it. Mm-hmm. So I was like, all right. So I go in the gym and I hear.
What grade is this again?
This is 4th grade.
4th grade, okay.
Right, 4th grade. No, yeah, 4th grade. So, going out here, a whole bunch of balls bouncing. I'm talking about everywhere. I was like, man, is this a camp? You know what I'm saying? Is this a camp? So I go in, Low over there in the corner talking to, he was talking to somebody. I'm not
parents or something?
Yeah, it was parents or something. So I see him over there. My parents walk in. I was like, I told my mama, I said, that's that dude that was out there at the playground, you know what I'm saying?
Well, you remember that?
Yeah. So, we go over there like, man, that's you right there. What's up? And from there, you know what I'm saying?
That's the kid on the playground.
Little chubby out like me.
Yeah. So from there, like, played up until 9th grade.
Mm-hmm. So it was, Houston Chiefs the whole time?
No. Team Houston.
Changed the team Houston a couple years later.
Houston 4th, 5th, 6th, then Team Houston. 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and then
8th grade.
Was it 8th grade team?
With Isaiah Rush.
Yeah. And Jay Lucas, Jeremy McCarty, Trey Carmouche, Brand Flowers, Jeff Crocker. Oh, we was nice, bro.
Yeah.
We was nice, dog. We was nice. Like 6. We got 6 at nationals. You know what I'm saying? I remember that like it was back of my.
With only 7 players.
With only 7 players. Jeremy Bibb, don't let me get this kick in the bed.
That's how low be rolling though.
Nah, that's
7, 8 dudes.
We gonna get out there and get it though.
Yeah. 7, 8 guys, maybe 9. Never really no more than that. So, what was your impressions on BJ when you first saw him as a little kid, just fucking around the park?
I think it was, I don't know, it was a tournament or it was an AU qualifier or whatever. And I went out, like I said, I was just going outside and I saw him on the playground. I was like, man, let me see. I just wanted to get some shots up, mess around. Yeah. So I saw him out there and like I said, it wasn't even, I had never seen him play. So I just go out there and he doing that. So I just mess around with him. We had a good time right there. And so next time I don't even think I asked him what his name was. Yeah. I didn't even ask him what his name was because it wasn't about recruiting. It was just about look at this young fella, let me go mess around. Mm-hmm. So next time I saw him, like he said, was when it came down to that tryout, what it was. So then I was like, oh, that's the young fella. That's okay. And then when I saw him play, I was like, fella got something. Yeah. He can play a little bit. He chubby. He can move his feet. He got a good feel. And I'm like, okay. All right, he can. This
float game was crazy though. My floater game, thanks to Lowe, he revamped it. My float game was crazy.
My float game.
Nah, I'm just saying.
Yeah. So that's what happened. We got together and put together a nice team. And like he said, it was 2 teams in the city, and basically
who was those 2 teams that was dominating in the time frame? You said it was only 2.
Yeah, it was the Hoops and the Chiefs.
That's it. So that was it.
Yeah, us and them. Us and them. It's us and then we bust that ass. So we beat them. They hit us one time at nationals, but it was the only time they got us. You know what I'm saying?
Who was on that team?
Gary Johnson, Mike Singletary.
They had who was they point?
What Deuce?
Well, it didn't matter. It was the bigs. It was the bigs.
They had a lot of size.
Big, bro.
Yeah, they was
You
big.
say
Was it
Gary.
Deuce?
No,
You say Gary and Mike, I'm already knowing.
Yeah, they was
They
big.
had size,
They was
yeah.
big, and but at that point in time when we got beat, it was Greg Wise was the coach, and Gary Nichols who just retired.
DeAndre Wise.
DeAndre Wise, and then Gary Nichols who just retired at Marshall was the assistant coach.
Okay.
And they wound up. They watched us all year 'cause we've been beating everybody,
Mm-hmm.
and they wound up. We even played up in high school divisions. We beat the Georgia Stars.
We beat a lot of people.
Yeah,
bro.
we played
nice,
17s as 8th grade team. We played
Y'all
17
played
under
17 and 8.
in the
They
local
used to
tournaments.
be
In
so
the local
bad,
tournaments, yeah. In local tournaments,
Like
we played
that?
17 under.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just beat.
So what made so you went from Houston Chiefs
Yeah,
to Team Houston?
yeah.
Why you changed the name?
Cause we was so dope. To be honest, I answered for him. Like we was that good. Like
Yeah.
we had so many players that not just had names, but like was going out there and getting it. Like
Mhm.
nobody wanted to play us.
Uh-huh.
Nobody wanted to play us. So he started Chiefs Center Court before
Mhm.
Houston Chiefs. You know
right,
what I'm saying?
Right.
So that came that whole way, and then I guess he felt like,
It was time.
It
You
was
know what I'm
time.
saying?
Yeah.
Now it's time to get a bigger name
Yeah.
for people to recognize. Because when you hear, unfortunately, it's just like you hear Houston Chiefs, you tend to think of a mom and pop,
you know.
which was cool because we
Yeah, well, mom and pop. Y'all
we
started
was
out mom and pop.
but we go out there.
Yeah.
We was
Yeah.
pop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's just what it was when we was 7th, 8th, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, even 9th grade. We was tearing up everybody.
At that time, were you just coaching one? Because like nowadays, if you got a program,
Mhm.
you got 50 teams underneath your
Right.
organization. How many teams you had?
2 really.
You had 2 teams. You
Probably
coach. You coach both of them.
I don't even remember.
Yeah.
Probably so. Okay.
Yeah.
A Sash. I'm talking about a Sash and.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, we had an 8th grade team with
And they
Corey
were cold
Grant,
too.
Ronald Sash,
They were cold too. That's what we. Bro, man,
Sidney Boone.
They
Yeah.
was cold.
Yeah, we had. That's right. I did have an older team.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. We coached. We was. That's even Dexter Pittman played for us back then.
Okay.
So we was doing that.
So you had 2 teams. What was your impression on Lowe as a coach when you first? Because when you saw him in the tryout and you recognized it was the same guy from the playground a month earlier, what was his style? What gravitated you towards him as a coach?
He was on us. He was on us. Like I could feel myself getting better. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like every day. It didn't matter. It didn't matter. He was on us. Like I remember plenty of times I was over there acting like I had an asthma attack. You know what I'm saying? I'm acting like I'm going through it. Like, come on, though. Like, come on. Hey, on my chest, I think I'm supposed to die. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was just on us every day. Like, in the dedication, like, he would pick us up. I'm talking about not just me. Like, the whole team would be in the expedition.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We been there riding, looking at the DVD. You know what I'm saying? Like, going to different spots. We going to work out 6 o'clock in the morning. We going to get some breakfast, some lunch.
Yeah.
Go back to the crib. This when he was staying over there off in the apartment. You know,
Uh-huh.
yeah. So we'll go back to the apartment. Go back, work out with the pros in the morning. Come back, get something to eat. Spend the night. Wake up, do it again. You know what I'm saying? And it was, you could see it. You know what I'm saying? Like at the time, like we thinking like, man, like he owned us and stuff like that. But it's really like him, cause he knew. He knew like what he had and where we could go. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that's why he was the way he was. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people could just show up, say some things, go out there. If you got good players, you probably gonna win a lot of times. But he pushed us past that. You know what I'm saying?
What was it about you, Lo, as far as just the camaraderie? You know what I mean, and making sure that you kept them and fed them and picked them up and kicked it with them.
Man,
that connection we always talk about having.
Well, everybody had good vibes, man. It was good, man. And we didn't have no issues. Nobody argued with each other. It was just everybody was on the same page. And I think a lot of that come from just
being around each other.
Yeah, being around each other. And then, like you said, the parents and the people who put them in the situation. But you look at them and you watch them. You know, my thing is I get a chance to look at, I don't know, maybe just something about me. You know, it's a gift. You get a chance to see what people got. You're like, yo, I done been to that high level before, and I know I done trained a lot of them high dudes, so I know when a guy has something like these kids can be
seen
all right.
it before.
Yeah, I've been there. You know what I'm saying? I've been to where they want to go. You know what I mean? Where a lot of them are going. So it's like these kids got something, and they got a good feel, and I'm gonna try. I'm gonna help them to understand. You sir, so you ask kids, what do you want to do? And all of them sit back and say, I want to be a pro. You sure?
Yeah.
I want to do this. You sure? Man, you don't want to be no pro.
Yeah.
Okay, you sure? So if you with me, this is what it's about. When you ain't got no choice. If you with me, these are the expectations that they. So find out right away if this is what you want to do. And everybody can't handle me.
Right.
You know, but at the same time, for those who are there, they understand it ain't never disrespectful. It's always love. It's always out of love. So it's like, look, I'm gonna push you to get to where you want to go. Because if I didn't think you could be there, we wouldn't be talking about this. We'd be doing something different. You know what I mean?
Playing
so
chess or something.
that's the same thing. So same thing with Isaiah Russia. You know, when we got Isaiah Russia, that's when everything totally changed nationally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We got that big.
Yeah, we got that big.
Now, I remember Isaiah Cashmere.
Yeah.
How did you stumble upon him?
Isaiah Russia went to Key Middle School.
Yeah, Key.
I was riding through the neighborhood off of Kelly one day, and I saw him pushing a shopping cart down the street.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Real talk. So I'm pushing a shopping cart down the street, and I just said, man, that's a big old joke. I know his ass. And I said, hell, he got to be in high school. But the hell, you know, I got a high school teacher. So let me ask you, and I say, young fella, sir. You know, I say, you play basketball? Yes, sir. What grade you in? 8.
Get your ass in the car.
Hold on. I say, huh? You be going in 8th grade? 8th grade. Who you play basketball? No, sir. You want to play basketball? Yes, sir.
Just like that.
What? I said, where your mama live at? I think they live in Gulf Coast Orange or something like that, right? Yeah. So went to the crib, man. Waited around about an hour and a half for the mama to come home. We up inside the unit, outside kicking it in. She said it was okay for him to play, man. So I would go pick him up from Key Middle School all the time.
Man. He was terrible, by the way.
Trash.
Terrible.
Isaiah?
Yeah, when he first started.
Nah, he was so bad.
He couldn't do nothing. And then he
wore those be the best ones, bro.
Nah,
he would wear he had a headband.
Yeah.
He wore it around his neck.
No, he Ben Wallace. Ben Wallace. Straight up.
He wore the headband around his neck, hooping.
Yeah.
He was
different dude.
Oh yeah, he's a different animal, man. Real talk.
So wait a minute, man. Let me back up. You mean to tell me you riding down the street?
Yeah. He pushing like a Walmart shopping cart.
Pushing the shopping cart. Was anything in the shopping cart? Was he just
pushing? I don't think it was nothing up in there, man.
Probably not.
He's just pushing the shopping cart.
There was nothing up in there, man. Yeah, he probably was going somewhere to pick up something. I sidetracked him or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So you run into him. You meet Mom Dukes the same day?
No, that evening. Yeah, I was waiting.
You was gonna wait.
I got
to see this.
For sure. We got to make this happen. Yeah.
And like you said, at that time we was going.
You know what I'm saying?
We was going.
That's what y'all needed.
Mm-hmm.
So when you first got him in the gym, like you said, he was probably rough around the edges.
It was rough. He just
super rough.
Didn't know. Yes, sir. He lying like I thought you was respectful. Your lying ass.
You're lying. I thought you were respectful. Yeah. He was a wild dude.
He was wild. But he was man, I tell you what, he was like an untamed horse, like a bucket. He was untamed, and then when you got a chance to meet him and get a chance to
connect,
he tamed. His favorite part was after practice.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I had to take him home, and I got a chance to feed him.
Yeah.
2 spicy chickens.
2 spicy chickens from Wendy's.
Yeah, or McDonald's. That's what he wanted. Every day. Let me tell you something. He came to practice because he knew he was going to eat after practice.
Yeah.
He knew he was going to eat after practice. Every day I knew what to get him. We go. You hungry? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? He would do everything he did. He was never a problem either. He couldn't play real well at first, but he was never an issue.
Mm-hmm.
But he was a dude, Isaiah was that dude that when he had a stone cold face, he would never smile.
Yeah.
Never. Like, there it is right there.
Crazy.
Boy, never.
Jake was wild.
Yeah.
Hey, I got a story about it. We was at Nashville one time. I think we was finna play, we had we was playing another team. I can't remember. I don't think it was
You talking about we was in the hallway? You talking about,
No, we was here at AU National. The ball was finna go up. I can't remember who was finna play. And some dude walked out there and looked at Isaiah and just got in Isaiah's face like it finna jump ball. And I'm looking. I'm like, oh, this kid, don't do nothing, young fella, right? And he just kept looking at Isaiah like staring at him, right? Like it was a boxing match. And Isaiah looked at him and didn't move. And that dude kept looking at Isaiah. And you know me, all I did was start clapping. Oh yeah, baby, it's on now. You picked the wrong one. You picked the wrong one. He ain't moving. He ain't scared of nothing. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Isaiah he was different, man, for sure.
That is classic. Pushing the shopping cart.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Who else was on that team, B? You said did you say Jay?
Well, they had like 7, because 4 of them started out on varsity as freshmen, and the other 3 came off the bench on varsity as freshmen.
Okay.
Only had 7. A good 7.
So you played, because you could have, just knowing how Hastings is right next to Elsick.
Yeah.
Could you have gone to Elsick? Or were you?
It's a draft.
Right. Okay.
So
you were
but
drafted.
you could go to schools that your siblings went to. My brother went to Hastings. That's why I went to Hastings.
Okay.
But I got drafted for Taylor or something like that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you go to Hastings your freshman year. What was that like?
It actually was better than I thought it would be. Going from Marlin to Coach Carter. You know what I'm saying? Because Coach Carter was a good coach too.
Mm-hmm.
Like
old school.
Yeah, old school. Stern.
He was prepared.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
For
He was
sure.
prepared.
Not a question.
You know what I'm saying?
And so I get there. They moved me to 5th period with the JV and varsity, like the second day.
No. Where was you at first? Where was you at first?
I was in 5th period.
With the freshmen though.
The 1st period. Yeah.
With the freshman.
So yeah, I remember Lo came up there. You know what I'm saying? And we go in there. We go right there to the little door. Talk to Coach Carter in his little office, and he was just he didn't say like, hey, he got to be in 5th period. And I'm like, he was like, this BJ, like, you been playing with me. You should give him a shot at playing on varsity. You know what I'm saying? So. Well, after that, it was over with anyway. You know what I'm saying?
So that is how ironic is that? Because that goes back to our earlier conversation with having somebody that's going to push you and promote you.
Yeah. But it wasn't. The thing is, though, it's high school, so he didn't have. It's not like if I went there, he was going to be able to coach. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he wanted to go coach. He wasn't trying to get nothing out of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like I said, when you go to that next level, you don't know what's going on because there's so much money involved and
some
things
stuff
like that
going
sort.
on.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, he went in there, said that, and that next day I went to 5th period.
Turned it out?
Yeah. The dude that was there, my brother had told him, quick little story, my brother had told him, my brother was a senior when I was in 8th grade. So, my brother didn't play his last year because Coach Carter came and he said he didn't want to go through the switching coach or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So, but he still was in 5th period. So, the point guard that was there,
Remember his name?
Chris Owar. My brother told him, he was like, yeah, my brother coming in next year, and he probably going to be the starting point guard. So the dude tell my brother, he say, what? You're right, because he thinking like, your brother, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, my brother didn't really play like that.
Clevey.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he could shoot it, but that's about it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So he's like, what? So after the 3rd game, man, I started the rest of my career.
So you started at the 3rd game.
The 3rd game, man. And he even killed the first 3 games too, you know what I'm saying? But I was just killing a little more, you know what I'm saying? With the braids, that's back to young days with the braids. You know what I'm saying?
Took that dude's spot.
Yeah.
How talk about your first.
But that's what we do though. That's what we do. We build them and prepare for that. That's what we do.
Yeah,
prepare. He was ready. The talent was there.
Easy. It was easy, really. You know what I'm saying? The transition, like, we wasn't doing half the stuff we was doing with Lowe. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know if it's the time. I don't know. It's just a different way. Different way of getting it. You know what I'm saying? But
obviously, sometimes you have more time.
Right, for sure.
You know what I mean?
And when I went, it was like I was ready for all that. Like, if you gonna, however you want it, you want a zone, we're gonna shoot you out If you want to play man,
I'm
you're
gonna
just gonna go to the top. I'm gonna head on you and I'm gonna do whatever. You know, pick and roll. Which I already saw that because I was doing it every day.
Every day.
You know what I'm saying? Conditioning wise, everything. I was just prepared for that.
Now going into, because what I've learned and gathered is that with this AAU stuff, it's all sweet and good until you get to high school. You get to high school, shit changes. So going into your the summer right after your freshman year, who was you playing with?
I was playing with AAU, Team Houston.
So you still playing with Marlon?
Yeah, that summer.
Y'all all stayed together still?
No. It was
Pretty much, yeah. Isaiah and Jay left.
yeah.
Isaiah and Jay had went to the hoops. Yeah,
like 3 or 4 months before.
At this time.
but this was before the RCS Spring Icebreaker.
No, it was after I played in that.
I know that. I'm just saying this is leading up to our first event was going to be the Icebreaker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nah, it was gonna be gonna be in Denton.
That was the first event?
You talking about after?
No, before in the starting of your sophomore year, the summer of your sophomore year. The first event was going to be Icebreaker. We played Icebreaker.
Yeah.
But they left before that. They didn't play with us.
Yeah.
So was that Hicks' first year?
Probably second,
Second, third year doing Icebreaker? Wow. A lot of history. So with those guys leaving to go play with the hoops, at that time, who's rising on the AAU side? Is it still Team Houston?
It was still us.
And the hoops still.
Yeah, that's still us, yeah.
Still, we had when Zeke and Jay left, we had me, we had Jeremy McCarty, we brought in Sidney Boone, we had Trey. We still had Trey. Did we have Trey still?
You might have left by then.
Jeremy Bill, I know we had Jeremy Bill. But we was solid.
Still solid.
You know what I'm saying? Like
didn't skip a beat.
The only team that could compete with us was the hoops. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it wasn't never no. After that 8th, 9th grade, it wasn't never no blowout. We never blew them out. They never blew us.
Yeah, it was always close games.
Yeah.
Obviously, with the summertime doing this, again, this is 12, 13 years ago. Yeah. You obviously don't have the EYBL, you don't have the Adidas Gauntlet. So where y'all playing at? What was these tournaments at that y'all were going to? Was it primarily locally?
It was select tournaments around just different places.
We were going everywhere.
Yeah, we went to Kansas, we went to New Orleans, Florida. We was moving. It was just a lot of just invitational tournaments where you go and you knew certain guys were gonna be there. Yeah. So we were.
And it was and I'm assuming at this time, because it's in its infancy stages, that the competition was tight. Like it was some good games. Like right now so much shit going on, so many teams. Like you can get caught up in going to this tournament, that tournament, and it'd be a lackluster performance.
We were going to the best
all the dope
tournaments.
shit.
We were going to the best tournament.
Yeah.
Like regardless, we'll skip out a couple weeks to go to
the best one.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
we was in New Orleans one time when Big Baby then was playing the Cubs. So he played with the team called the Cubs.
We was playing up.
Yeah, we was playing up. We played them.
Who we played? It was
Big Baby.
Who did we play? We played up. Mm-hmm. And it was a light-skinned point guard that played for this yellow and black team. I can't remember. Was it DJ?
Augustine?
I don't know. I can't remember.
It was some big name guard. You know what I'm saying? Like, but everywhere we went, it was big name people anyway because we was playing up and our age. You know what I'm saying? Like when we go to Vegas in California, we play our age, but everywhere else we playing.
Y'all playing up.
1 year, 2 years, we just playing.
And y'all was still faring out well,
man.
Yeah,
competing, beating some teams.
Winning.
Winning. So now you come back to your sophomore year.
Right.
How did first of all, how did you finish your freshman year? How did y'all do?
Before that, my freshman year, you talking about AAU, right?
No, high school.
High school, we was 19 and 15. We was bad. Jonathan Dixon was our best player. Remember JD? But he was like an undersized big, and it was just chaotic, man.
Was P on that team?
Pew was on a team.
He was on that team.
Yeah, on that team. Let's talk about
you. Every day you tell me. that if he was playing, we the one stay. If I was playing, we the one stay. Every time, you know what I'm saying? Like,
what kind of player? This is the funniest. This might be the funniest segment ever. What kind of player was Alex Pugh?
See, the thing is,
I love this one.
Pugh gonna tell you what he used to do, like what he could do.
Yeah.
Pugh wasn't bad, man.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't bad. He just didn't get no clout.
Okay.
He was not bad at all. He just didn't have the confidence because he didn't play. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But he wasn't bad. He could shoot it. He could handle it. He could pass it. He ain't play no defense at all. At all. I see why he like James Harden so much. But Pugh wasn't bad, man. I gotta give it to him. Give it to him. Like he real smart. You know, he know the game. But yeah.
So was he the same shit talking dude back then, or was it worse?
Since I met him. It was him. It was him and this guy named Jesse, man. Next time you see Alex, ask him about Jesse.
Is that Hispanic Jesse?
Nah, he black. He black. Well, he might be Hispanic. He look kind of Puerto Rican, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Ask him about Jesse. They used to talk shit the whole fifth period, the whole time, and be on the sideline. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't even in the game.
Messing with each other. You know what I'm saying? Alex, you crazy, man. Alex is crazy.
So that was his senior year though.
That was his senior year, my freshman year.
And okay, so you said finished 19-15.
No playoffs.
No playoffs. It's a bad season, but you go to AU, y'all kill, come back, sophomore year, high school. What was that? What was that like?
Before that, I switched teams.
Okay.
After the icebreaker.
After the icebreaker's freshman year.
After the icebreaker, that summer, going into my sophomore year.
Okay.
So that's when it was Team Houston and the Hoops. So then T-Mac came with Chris Walker, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and see, all this hindsight, because I didn't know all this stuff went on, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know that he already came to Low and was like, I'm starting this team, T-Mac want to start this team in Houston, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ever thought about changing the name to T-Mac? And I guess Low was like, nah, you know what I'm saying?
He asked me if I would change my name to T-Mac. I said, nah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
T-Mac might not be here 5 years from now.
He wasn't.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's not like, because Chris was part of the sponsorship, I'm guessing, what we had with Adidas. We had Adidas sponsorship, you know, and that's where I knew Chris from. You know what I'm saying?
Name, yeah.
So, like I said, he bring this team, you know what I'm saying? And at the time, I'm going into my sophomore year, just played varsity, then did all right personally, but the team didn't do too good, you know what I'm saying? So, that AAU was going, Jay and Isaiah left, we still rocking, and then that icebreaker came. It was just like, I remember I got a text through the bar to the ref. They kicked me out the game, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that was the first game. Played 2 more games or something like that. But it just was the feel wasn't the same, you know what I'm saying? Like, as far as having somebody like Jay and Isaiah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a different team if you take off Jay and Isaiah.
Yeah.
But like I said, we still rocking, you know what I'm saying? So,
that's Jay Lucas too.
Jay Lucas.
So go ahead.
So I'm talking to Low telling me, yeah, we got some tournaments coming up. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go, blah blah. Alright, cool. Chris come to me, said, I want you to come play for T-Mac. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so he said that. So I'm thinking like, I thought you was sponsoring us, you know what I'm saying, Team Houston. And he was like, nah, this a new thing, you know what I'm saying, you come over there and talk to y'all, make the decision, you know what I'm saying. So he comes over there.
To the house.
Comes to the crib, you know what I'm saying, with 14 pair of shoes, boxes of clothes for the whole fam, you know what I'm saying, like everything. Everything, he throw everything at me, you know what I'm saying, I'm talking about everything, I'm not talking about just here, though. I'm talking about, he threw everything at me, you know what I'm saying, and this before I even, this before anything, I didn't give him no answer or nothing, he brought it, so he kind of how to bring the ball.
And this is not, I don't know to cut you off, but this is like that transition to how things started becoming the way they are. Because I'm sure prior to then, it wasn't shoes wasn't being distributed.
Not like that.
That's what I'm saying. Not like that.
Not like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
this is the new wave.
For sure. Like when we went with Team Houston, we was taken care of. You know what I'm saying? We had 3, 4, 5 pair of shoes. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
This is a different. It was a different level. You know what I'm saying?
14
so I'm
pairs,
like, what?
Boxes for everybody.
I'm talking about big boxes. I'm talking about big boxes
full of everything.
Stuff, tags on them. You know what I'm saying? You know, we used to bring them. So I'm like, man, and it's easy for somebody to say hindsight like that's just material stuff. You know what I'm saying? But while I'm in the moment, I'm a 16-year-old kid. Like, man, like this stuff right here is this good.
Yeah.
So now I'm starting to think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I hit Lo up. I'm like, Lo, what's up, man? Like, man, I want to talk to you. Can I talk to you?
Yeah.
He's like, all right, bet. I'm about to come over. So he hung up the phone. So I'm like, I'm just going to talk to you on the phone. You know what I'm saying? The kind of man Lo is. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm about to come over there. He didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
He didn't know what it was. He's like, I'm on my way. 10 minutes later, he pull up outside Expedition, windows down. Like, get in the car. I get in the truck, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, Lo. Chris came up to me, offered me this, blah, blah. And I'm like, man, what we got going, you know what I'm saying? So that's when he started telling me what we had going and stuff, you know what I'm saying? The tournaments we got a tournament this week, we got a tournament next week, you know what I'm saying?
It was hot. We had some fire. It was good.
Yeah. So it's not just like it was just some random tournaments. We were doing what we was doing, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So he was like, nah, B, I'm telling you, we're gonna be good. We're gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, Lo, I'm rocking with you. You know what I'm saying? Like this just reassured it. You know what I'm saying? This conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that had been 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and going into my 10th. You know what I'm saying? That's 8 years, 7, 8 years. So I'm like, okay, like this man, and he didn't been here rocking with me. Like I didn't sprain my ankle in AAU, and I ain't never seen a coach go over there and prop the foot up and get the ice ready, you know what I'm saying? Like it was real, just small stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, look, I'm rocking, Lo. That's my exact word. I'm rocking with you, Lo. He's like, all right, well, we don't need to do nothing. Let's go tell your parents. That's it. That's exactly what I said. He said, that's it, man. Let's go tell your parents.
That's what it was,
So we get out the truck, you know what I'm saying? Go in there, go in the crib. And you know, it ain't no bad blood. My parents love Lo. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm talking about to this day, but I'm talking about at the time, like we never had no real
drama, no issue,
big
nothing.
Serious. You know what I'm saying? So we go in the house. I'm like, man, I'm gonna play with Lo. You know what I'm saying? So my mom and my dad was like,
go here.
All right, well, that's cool. We're gonna talk to Chris or something. We're gonna make a decision. Or something to that.
No, this is what he said. He said, well, I think he told BJ to go to his room or something like that.
Yeah.
What he said was, all right, coach, because Dad always called me coach. All right, coach. Well, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna talk about it, and we're gonna give you a call later. And when he said that,
felt funny.
We're gonna talk about it. I'm like,
felt weird.
Yeah, because it's like we just talked about it. Y'all told me BJ to go outside with me, and we talked about it. Y'all was cool. It's like y'all told me, BJ, you and Lo go work it out. So we went outside, and BJ came and said he playing. So when we got back in, we like, look, all right, BJ said we good. Let's roll.
Let's roll.
So then they told BJ, all right, BJ, go to your room. They're gonna talk. And then bottom line, he said, all right, well, look, coach, we gonna talk about it, and then we'll give you a call later on. So when he said that, I said,
yeah,
something wrong.
Not
something wrong.
So when they told me to go in my room, I just broke down. You know what I'm saying? I just started crying. Like I was like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, and people gonna be like, what? You crazy? Like this really was the decision before the decision. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it was really like the LeBron type.
Yeah.
Because this was gonna change a whole bunch of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah.
It was gonna change the power of how the teams was. You know what I'm saying? Like where people going. Right.
A new team.
It's hindsight though. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not thinking that me leaving gonna have this person want to leave because.
Oh, you know who else we had? My bad. Ryan White.
Yeah. No, we ain't have Ryan in.
Right. In Team Houston. Yeah. Ryan came.
Nah. But he left though.
I got pictures.
He left and Devin left.
Freshman year though. Devin left with you. Devin was going wherever you went. Devin McDonald.
Yeah, hold on.
That's why we was cold. Hold up.
Ryan White, I please hope you listen to this, cause I gotta see you. You gonna get that smoke first, though. You gonna get that smoke. But we had Ryan, we had Devin McDonald, and it was we had the best backcourt. Like nobody can mess with our guards. You know what I'm saying? Like, but then you add somebody like Jeremy McCarty, Sidney Boone. We was cold. Like I said, we was cold, dog. We was cold, bro.
Yeah.
So we played in this tournament. We played in Kingwood. We was in Kingwood. We played this team with this white boy on it. That was from Richmond. It was a team from Richmond. It was a white boy. Gave me, Ryan, and Devin everything.
Work.
It was like 40. He gave us like 40 something.
Work.
This is just a little side story, but that's the coldest person I ever played in my life.
Yeah, you don't even know his name.
Don't know who he was.
Nice.
Was giving us everything we wanted. So we switching off on it. 1, 2, 3. We switching off on it. He's giving us everything. Right.
So you say you go back to the room, you break it down. You like, I don't know what's going on.
Right. So yeah, we did. It was me, Devin, and Ryan on that team. That was Team Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay. So I broke down. My mama coming there. What's wrong? Just pray about it. All right, cool. So the next day, you know what I'm saying? Me, my mom, my dad talking. And they like, what you want to do? So I'm like, man, I don't know. Like I want to play with Low, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know if this is the opportunity that is supposed to be here for me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it kept going. I was like, man, I'm gonna go play with T-Mac.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So my mom, my dad was like, are you sure? Like this is. It's not no playing with it. You're not going to go and then come back, or you're going to stay and then leave later. Nah, like, you make a choice, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, y'all want to play with T-Back. So I called Low. No, I think my dad called Low, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, he made a decision or something like that. But I really think he like, because I didn't hear the conversation, you know what I'm saying? So I think he like took the heat for me. You know what I'm saying? Like BJ.
What you supposed to do?
You know what I'm saying? Like BJ gonna go play with the other team type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this was our decision or my decision. You know what I'm saying? Like, and after that, it was just like I was hurt. I was hurt for 2-3 years after it, so I know how he felt. You know what I'm saying? Like to have been rocking the way we was rocking, and for it to stop like that. You know what I'm saying? And once again, it's all hindsight. You know what I'm saying? Seeing what happened and what transpired. But as far as doing it, making that decision, I would have stuck it out. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I remember when his dad called me.
Yeah.
I looked at the phone. I saw his name pop up. I knew it was over then.
Yeah.
If it was BJ name popping up, it meant different.
Yeah.
But mom and dad name pop up, I already knew. I say it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap. I know what's going on. You know what I mean? So, but the thing that got me was this. It was Chris had sponsored the team before that, and then what he did was he went back to college coaching the next year.
right.
He went back to UMass the next year. And he would always be hitting me back, hitting me up, checking in. And he said, how you young fellas? I said, BJ killing, everybody killing, this and that and that. So didn't realize he was getting intel from me. So while he was doing this, he was already plotting on putting this T-Mac thing together. And he had been talking to BJ's mom, Tavita, the whole time, going with her, trying to selling her on what's going on. You know, and some of it was about, look, I can do this, I can do that for BJ.
Right.
Low can't do this.
Right.
Low can't do that. Low can't do this. But Low had all that set up. You see what I'm saying? But I've never been one to brag about, tell somebody what's gonna happen before it get there. I want to make sure that you with me, and then it's just gonna happen. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what happened. I got kind of, I was giving off information because I thought he was with me. You know what I'm saying? But he was plotting to put his T-Mac thing together, and that's how that happened. That's how that happened.
So, and that day, I mean, when I was talking to Chris, it ain't none of this ever come up. You know, like Low never came up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and to hear this now, it's like he knew exactly what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? He knew exactly what he was doing. Like you. I don't know how many kids out of 100 would go the other way. Maybe today because it's a little different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you bombarded with all this stuff that you think is helping you and you know doing you good. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, come on, let's see what's up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying. Cause I killed with T-Mac. You know what I'm saying? Like I was killing. We was going everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like killing, but it was just a difference. You know what I'm saying?
Feeling what you're saying.
Nah, it wasn't. It was like that with Team Houston Chiefs. It was a family. You know what I'm saying? This was more like
it's business
for sure.
Yeah,
but not knowing it when it's happening. You know what I'm saying? Like that's some experiences that you got to go to see what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what was that?
Hold on, say with that.